At Rise, Cat lies on a psychiatrist's couch. Paul sits in a chair facing him, notepad in hand. This is clearly a therapy session. Cat isn't interested, however. He is cleaning himself. Sounds of dogs, birds, and cats can be heard from afar, most likely in the lobby of Paul's office.
There, now that's nice.
Do you really think I care what you think? You don't care what I think, so why would I care what you think?
What the hell is that supposed to mean? I've had a long enough day without having to put up with the sass from a little furball like you.
Oh, furball, ouch, that hurt.
Shut up.
Is this how you treat all your patients?
I'm just sick of your attitude. It's your fault you aren't improving, not mine.
Whatever, Doc.
Damn it, there it is.
Look, Doc, I'm a cat. I'm lazy, non-committal, a bit on the random side, inquisitive by nature, but not terribly into the whole ambition and self-improvement thing. That's not the way we are. Either you already know all that, or you're not much of a pet psychologist.
You're like every other damn cat I've ever worked with.
There you go.
Well, you're not going to be like every other cat I've ever worked with if I have anything to say about it. Get up.
No.
I said get up. Get off your sorry tail and prove to me that you aren't a fat, lazy good-for-nothing.
But I am a fat, lazy good-for-nothing.
Not today you're not. You're going to be different. Be better. Be the one cat out there that does something positive for the world. Do something that will make Marcy proud of you. Make Marcy cuddle you. Make Marcy love you.
Doc, man, she already does that.
Then do something that will make Marcy proud of me. Make Marcy love me.
What?
Make Marcy love me.
Oh, look at the time. Gotta go.
You're not going anywhere. You, down on your back now.
What? No way.
You are going to get down on your back, put your paws in the air, and prepare to become the perfect feline specimen.
But
When I'm done with you, you'll be fit, ripped, active, assertive, ambitious, and confident.
Paul places a dumbbell across the windpipe of the cat.
Now
Throughout the
lift.
following, the cat struggles to get free and basically to breathe.
Now lift, you little pussy. Raise that bar. Reach higher. If we're going to impress Marcy with how much you've improved, you've got to improve. After you lift weights, we'll work on your time management skills. You'll be able to multitask and accomplish more than ever before. Every time Marcy turns around, you'll be getting something done that makes her life a little bit better. She'll thank me over and over, and she'll know that I helped you to be this way just for her. She'll grow to love me as she recognizes the same qualities in me that I've taught to you. Enough weight work. We'll have you do some more reps next time. Now let's talk about scheduling. Get back up on the couch.
you are a crazy son of a bitch!
You can say that. But when Marcy is in my arms, we'll see who's crazy.
It'll be Marcy!
What?
If she's in your arms ever, she's gone off the deep end.
How can you say that?
You're going about this all wrong. Damn, I coughed up hairballs with more sense than you.
You take that back, or I'm going to bring out the behavior management equipment.
Whatever. Are you sure you're really a pet psychologist?
Bite me.
Well, all right.
Ow! Great. Now you actually listen to me.
Yeah. Are you going to listen to me for a change?
Fine. You got something to say, say it.
Listen, you are so set on turning me into something that I'm not that you're missing out on what I already am. You see, I'm a cat. I sleep a lot. I don't do anything that I don't want to do, and I have a completely selfish attitude.
I know all that. What's your point?
Marcy already loves me. She loves me because of what I am. She is a cat person. The things you're trying to teach me to do would make me more like a person or a dog. If she wanted a dog, then she would have one. She has me. She likes me lazy. She likes to think that I need her to take care of me. She doesn't want me to change. If anyone in this room should be changing, it's you. Maybe you should change to be more like me instead of the other way around. We already know she likes the way I am.
Think that would work?
Sure. She's a cat person. Cat people have an ingrained tolerance for cat-like behavior. Not even just tolerance. They're attracted to it. Now, I'm going to go take a nap till Marcy gets here. If you've been taking any notes on our sessions at all, review them, figure out how to be more like a cat, then try that on for size. It might work for you. And if you didn't take any notes, I'll give you a live demonstration right now.
Cat stretches out on the floor in front of the couch. Paul watches the cat for a moment, then he rushes to the cabinet and grabs a small notebook from the top of it. He flips through it. He takes it with him and sits on the couch.
All right. I can do this, sure. Uh-huh.
Paul tries a couple of poses and a couple of expressions to appear more lazy and such. There's a knock on the door. Paul positions himself in 3 or 4 cat-like poses before he finds one he likes and spreads out on the couch.
What?
Dr. Paul?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the two of you must have had a really good session. You both look so tired. Are you okay, Paul?
Paul rolls into a different pose, almost as if he is trying to ignore Marcy.
Are you okay, Paul? I can get you something if you need it. Can I do anything for you?
Paul walks away from Marcy. He allows himself to be distracted by something small, which he taps at with his hand.
Nah.
Busy day, huh? Don't you worry, you're in good hands now.
I'm thirsty. Get me a drink, would you?
I'll take care of you. Why don't you roll over? Could probably use a back rub after such a long day. Besides, Patches looks so comfy there. I just can't disturb him. All right now.
Paul flips over, allowing the back rub to commence. Time, early evening, January 16th, 1632. Setting, a public stage in Amsterdam, Holland. There is a table set at a slight angle center stage, over which a white sheet is draped. Another small table is nearby, upon which sits a large book. There was a chair close to the 2 tables, but removed from both at a safe distance. At rise, Adrian, dressed in the clothing of a working peasant class, stands alone facing the audience. Dr. Nicholas Tulp sits in the chair, staring at the table.
No legacy is so rich as honesty. So said some English writer not too long ago.
Sophie enters carrying a tray of tools. She places them at the foot of the table.
Doctor,
Who wouldn't want to leave a rich legacy behind?
doctor,
Yes,
I put your tools out.
thank you.
Of course. I'll be back in a bit to check on you.
No need.
What sort of legacy will you leave behind?
Good question.
Aren't you a magistrate? Judge of other people's deeds and virtues?
Yes.
How would you judge yourself? Well,
I don't have to judge myself. Time will tell my legacy, and I won't be here to find out what it was or is or what it may be. After tonight, more people will know my name. After tonight, my face will be familiar to everyone of any importance in Amsterdam.
tonight's a big night then.
Of course.
Guess I'm glad to be here to witness it.
I couldn't do it without you.
I suppose not. So what's it going to be like?
Tonight,
Yes.
well, we'll be here on the stage. The audience will sit out there. A few who have paid a bit more than the others will be up here too for a better view.
That's not really what I meant.
The place will most likely be packed. We're only allowed to do one of these a year. The study of anatomy disturbs many people to begin with, but it becomes more of a religious issue, a moral dilemma, when human dissection becomes part of the discussion.
A moral dilemma.
Yes. After all, we're not just dissecting an animal. No, it is a creature made in the image of God. If we tear apart that image, if we dig deeply into what makes it work, don't we discover what it is that makes God work? It's eating the apple all over again, or so they say. We flood ourselves with forbidden knowledge and besmirch the mystery of life itself, one incision at a time.
You said this place will be packed with people tonight. That doesn't seem quite right if they're all set against it.
No, the church is against it, and though the regular folk are uncomfortable with it, they still want to see it. Morbid curiosity. Seeing a man hung by his neck is a high point of entertainment for the masses.
I hadn't noticed. You have no problem with it at all.
No, I am a physician. It is my duty to do what I can do to save lives.
But as a magistrate, you also take lives.
I enforce the law. If the punishment for a crime is death, so be it.
You are a walking, talking lie given breath.
Aren't we all?
You save lives, you extinguish them too. Mr. Integrity. That's what people call you in the pubs and on the streets, isn't it?
I have heard such things said.
The people of this city look up to you.
Of course, the people of this city look up to me.
What's that, Dr. Dope?
The people of this city look up to me, Sophie.
Oh, I know. I hear them say so all the time. It brings me great pride to know that my master is such a good and honest man who serves as an example of right living.
Pride is a sin, Sophie.
Ah, so it is, but perhaps the Lord will forgive me a little in this case.
Perhaps. You're a hard worker and a good woman, Sophie.
Thank you for saying so, Dr. Tulp.
You can leave the bucket here, Sophie.
When do you want me to get started?
In just a moment. I'd like just a little bit to get my head cleared.
All right. I'll leave you to your thoughts for a moment or two.
She proves it.
What's that?
She worships you, thinks you're a paragon of virtue.
Naturally.
You're a murderer.
I can't be.
But you are.
Really? I say I'm not. It must be true.
You're a hypocrite.
What?
How can you live a lie? How can Mr. Integrity let his adoring public go on thinking that he is goodness incarnate when he framed an innocent man for a crime that was never committed and then sentenced him to death just so he would have a body to chop up in his big soiree, his big campaign function?
How dare you accuse me of such things?
I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm dead and lying on a table awaiting your scalpel. You're accusing yourself. And you're completely right in doing so.
Shut up.
I need to start getting the corpse ready, or there won't be time for people to start arriving, Dr. Tulp.
Yes, go ahead, Sophie.
Is something bothering you, Dr. Tulp?
What?
Well, I couldn't help overhearing you as I came in. You sounded quite upset.
Oh, no. Hey, I'm just trying to talk my way through any discussions that might come up tonight.
Yes.
Sophie starts to go through the motions of undressing the corpse that is on the table. Adrian goes through similar motions, resulting in his clothing coming off. Each article they remove goes into the bucket.
How would this sort of discussion come up exactly?
I don't really know how any sort of discussion might come up.
Oh, no, sir. I suppose you don't.
Thank you, Sophie.
Now, once he's undressed, will you be needing me? Oh, that's nice.
That was a gift from my wife.
A gift?
Well, if you want to call it that, sure.
A charm, if you like. She brought it to me the night before last. Something to guide my soul to heaven.
You have a wife?
What's that, Dr. Dolp?
What?
Well, I thought you just asked me if I had a wife. A odd thing to ask a woman, especially one you've known for 10 years at least.
No, Sophie. I was just thinking one thing and saying another. Yes. Why don't you keep it? Perhaps as a gift for your husband.
He'd like it, I think. Oh, an engraving. It says something. Dignity does not consist of possessing honors, but deserving them. Mm-hmm.
Not Aristotle.
Fitting.
Sometimes one who deserves the honors receives them.
Yes, true. Are you all right, Dr. Tulp? You seem a little off today. Should you maybe take some rest?
No time, Sophie. Thank you. That will be all.
You know, Dr. Tulp, there's something I wanted to tell you about. I see this fellow's wife every day at the market. I used to only see her once in a while, but I think she's really gone off the deep end since, since you sentenced him to die, or since he was tried and convicted. Oh, I really feel for her. She cries a lot, screams, really, wails, and she shouts about murder, always accusing some man of murder.
Who?
Klaus Peterson. Always shouts that Klaus Peterson is a murderer, that he killed her husband, but her husband was sentenced to die for committing burglary. He died by the rope. Oh, I think she's really daft. Oh, poor woman. With 2 sons, too.
Yes, poor woman.
I knew there's nothing you can do.
We'll do something, Sophie. I do everything I can to help the people of Amsterdam, and this man's wife will be no exception. Though the help may come anonymously in this case. I'm afraid that as the presiding magistrate in his case, I may be too close to the situation for her taste.
You are a truly good man, Dr. Tulp. Good night.
Sophie exits, leaving Tulp alone with the now disrobed Adrian.
I will help her.
Why should I believe you?
You have my word, on my honor.
You haven't had an ounce of honor since the day you set your sights on the job of mayor. You've been dishonest from the start, from the moment you moved to town and changed your name from Klaus Peterson to Nicholas Tulp.
Only one person in this city knew me by that name.
Yes, he came to town with you many years ago, 2 country boys, Klaus Peterson and Adrian Adrianson.
Starting a new life with new names, new identities, old dreams made real. Moving to a new place lets you embrace a new identity, allows you to choose who you want to be. You should have stayed Adrian. Ernest Kent had no past, no family's reputation to fall back on.
Man should be able to stand on his own worth.
Absolutely. I do.
bullshit.
Can you prove otherwise?
I can't prove anything. I'm no longer living. You know that. You arranged that. The one person who knew you before has been eliminated, and tonight you'll reveal my insides to a crowd of men. Men who will pay you good money to teach them about the inner workings of men. It's a lesson you could teach them volumes on. I'm sure you know more about the inner workings of men than anyone else in Amsterdam. I don't mean physically, I mean what's really inside, in the heart, in the soul, wherever it is that evil is kept.
That's enough.
You're writing a book.
Study of wild animals.
Book of monsters. That's what it's called? Where's the page? Where is it in this book that I can find your own listing?
I will make you suffer for that.
You can't. I'm done. You can cut me to shreds and I won't feel a thing.
That's not what I mean.
I know.
You talk of integrity, of honesty, of dignity. You'll have none of that. You may have been the most righteous person to have ever lived, but history from this night on will remember you as a terrible criminal. And I will continue to be seen as one of the great pillars of this city. I've even hired a painter to capture tonight's activities in a portrait, forever on canvas for the world to see. One moment, one truth, my truth.
So be it. Your audience is arriving.
Gentlemen, you've caught me still in preparations. You must forgive me as I make the first incision. I'd wanted to spare everyone the tedium and get right to the point. But since we're still waiting for others to arrive, you must permit me.
Tulp draws his scalpel along the arm of Adrian.
It hurts even less than I expected.
Don't worry, gentlemen. He feels no pain.
You can wound me no further.
Nor you me.
Lights come up on a modern living room. There is a door to the outside world stage left. Center stage is a couch and recliner. Upstage of the couch are two doors, one to the kitchen and one is a closet. And finally there is a bookshelf, large enough to hide a person behind it, along the stage right wall. Blaine and Kimberly enter from the outside entrance stage right. They are wearing jackets, which they take off and lay over the top of the recliner. Underneath, they wear dressy, casual attire appropriate for an evening at the theater. They've just come from a performance of Oedipus Rex. Blaine constantly moves as if he is in a play, including mugging to the audience. This also includes moving as if he is a proscenium stage, i.e. facing the front most of the time. Kimberly does not see the audience. She is merely in Blaine's apartment. Blaine's mannerisms annoy Kimberly somewhat, but not enough to stand in the way of what she is hoping will be a great relationship.
Nice.
Thanks. So what do you think?
I can't believe it. You asked me to watch that.
Why not?
Are you kidding? That was the worst thing I've ever seen.
It was terrific. It was real theater.
It was a bunch of guys. It was a bunch of guys in masks chanting about sleeping with their mothers and gouging their eyes out.
Yes.
It was crap.
I don't think you're getting the whole point.
Like there was one.
There was, and
I can't believe the last 3 times, every time, our total 3 dates, you take me to go see some play.
But
You just don't.
the plays aren't that bad.
It doesn't matter.
What?
It doesn't matter. I'm not
I'm-
gonna be your playmate anymore.
But
No,
you can't just leave me.
the hell
Just wait. Now listen, we've shared something very special.
We've gone out 3 times.
We saw plays.
Yes, we did.
We shared the meaning of life.
We did what?
You see, we shared something, and it was bigger than you, bigger than me, or anyone.
Whatever.
Someone help me here.
What was that?
Nothing. Don't you see we shared something special?
No, Blaine. I'm sorry, but I don't see. We've gone out 3 times, we saw 3 plays, and as far as I know, the only thing we've shared is a program to Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
She gets up and walks behind the couch. Blaine remains facing front, listening intently.
We haven't shared anything special. I wanted to share something special. I wanted to share our minds, our souls. I wanted to share our bodies. We could have shared everything.
Kimberly lets her blouse fall to the floor. She wears a lacy bra.
Oh, Kimberly.
Oh, Blaine, don't you see?
Kimberly, that was the most terrific monologue. Just such raw emotion, such torment. I could hear the inner anguish. It made me feel empathy. It made me want to hold you, to comfort you.
Then hold me.
What?
Hold me. Comfort me.
Oh, no, I can't.
Why not?
Well, where is the tragedy in that? No. Now come back here and start over. Start from where you said, no, Blaine, I'm sorry.
Blaine?
Blaine turns and sees Kimberly.
Dear God, Kimberly, are you trying to kill a terrific, dramatic moment?
Blaine grabs a light blanket from the couch and throws it over Kimberly.
Now, let's start over from the beginning of the monologue, please.
I haven't been doing some monologue. I've been wasting my time. I've been trying to let you know how I really feel.
Isn't she terrific?
Blaine, who are you talking to? There's
God.
no one there. Blaine, do you think this is a play? Do you think you have some personal audience that follows you around watching everything you do?
Everyone does.
Are you some kind of freak?
And Shakespeare said, all the world is a stage.
Maybe, but you don't gotta act like it.
Kimberly.
Look, this is life. This is me. I'm not a character. This isn't a costume. These are not props. And that is not necessary.
Yes, it is. We're all performers on the stage of life. We can make it a comedy or even a tragedy. It's up to us.
Well, if it's up to me, the performance is over.
Kimberly starts to put her shirt back on.
It can't be.
Why not?
It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit one of the great forms. You don't want this to be less than a stellar performance, do you?
What great form do you want this to be? A musical, perhaps.
Ooh, that would be great.
Too bad, I can't sing.
That's okay. The chorus can do that.
We don't have a chorus.
Fellas.
are a freak.
No, wait, Kimberly, please. Stay, and we'll live out all of the great ones. Every night will be a different show. We'll do, you can be Juliet, I'll be Romeo in the balcony scene. We'll do Professor Higgins and Eliza Doolittle. We'll be Stanley and Blanche.
You really are sick.
But please.
I suppose you want me to play your mother so you can be Oedipus?
No, you don't have to do that. Mom will do that.
Oh, hello? Blake? Is this the part where I come on?
No, not now, Mother.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Blaine. I gotta go. It's been nice, and I really did like the place, especially Guys and Dolls. Bye!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I must regret that I must announce that our repertoire is still quite limited, but I present to you a show that I'm sure you will enjoy. May I present to you Oedipus the King? Okay, Mom, it's time for you to do your part.
Oh.
Leah sits on the edge of a hotel bed in New Haven, Connecticut. She sits up straight with perfect posture. She's waiting for someone. After a moment, David walks in through the door. He looks hard at his wife and then deliberately takes a look around the room. He says nothing to Lee as he takes in the objects that sit about: a hairbrush, a briefcase, and a laptop computer.
What are you doing?
Looking at things.
What took you so long?
I stood in the museum looking at this piece of art. I think it was by a guy named Hooper. Like the store owner on Sesame Street when I was a kid. You know, Hooper's store. Mr. Hooper. He died. Big Bird was really upset.
Are you sure it wasn't Hopper?
It might have been. I don't know. Anyway, I stood there looking at it, and I looked at it. It was the most boring piece of work I've ever seen. I thought, I should be a painter. I could do that.
So you want to be a painter?
No.
David, I love you, but...
Sure, that's not really what I had in mind. I mean, I don't want to change jobs. I have no real artistic talent. What I really wanted to know is, why is this painting here? I'm wasting time in an art gallery while my wife gives a lecture at Yale. I know why I'm here, but I don't know why this painting is here. Supposedly this painter was a genius of the realism movement. I had to figure it out.
So you're 4 hours late for lunch because you had to figure out a painting by Edward Hopper.
Edward Hopper! That's it. That was that guy's name.
Great. Put my brush down, please.
I can't. It's important.
It's a brush.
Yes, it is. It's a brush. But there's something special about this brush. I'm not sure what it is, but that's part of the mystery.
Okay.
I looked at the picture and I learned something about myself.
Which one were you looking at? Rooms by the Sea?
No, the one I was looking at had a woman sitting on a bed in a hotel room. It kind of reminded me of us.
I wonder why that is.
Well, sure, you could go for the obvious. We do travel a lot. Your lectures and book signings often have us in hotels, but that's not what I got from it.
Is there a man in the picture too, or just the woman?
Just the woman.
And that reminds you of us?
Yeah.
Are you trying to tell me something?
Well, yeah, but not what you're thinking, I don't think.
Okay.
So this lady is sitting on the bed in the center of the picture, right? And she is there looking like she's steeling herself against something horrible, something she dreads, but isn't entirely unexpected. Your eyes are drawn to her because she's the centermost thing. But that's not really what's important to understanding the painting. On the edges, on the periphery, were these objects that on first viewing you don't take the time to look at. There's a suitcase that is still packed, or is it just packed? Who knows? And a pair of shorts, a single pair of shorts draped over the arm of a chair. Whose shorts are they? We don't know. And if you know these things, if we know what's on the periphery of her life, then we understand her situation. And it isn't just a boring picture.
And that's what reminded you of us?
Sort of. I felt like I know you and me at the core, but not what's on the outskirts of our lives. I want to take in everything and find out what is around us. What makes up our periphery? What things are on the edges of our paintings that people would have to understand to really know about our situation? People know you as an author. They come in here and you talk about your books, your economic theories, but they don't know that you brush your hair 100 times on each side before you go to bed, just like they used to tell kids in the 60s. They don't know that how much you look at your computer, never looking up from it, even though you're in the middle of writer's block. Do they know that you almost always forget your briefcase and you have to come back and get it before one of your engagements? Those are the things in your periphery. Person understands you better when they know the stories behind the small objects that aren't the main focus.
That's very deep, honey. I'm hungry. Can we go get something to eat now?
Sure.
Great.
You know what kept me there for so long, though? I kept thinking about what was beyond the edges. What was on the real periphery of that woman's life? You know, the things that people don't have to see. The things that are a part of the subject of the painting but are hidden from public view. Why aren't they in the picture? For instance, what is she looking at in that disappointed way?
I always assumed she was looking at her husband.
Right. He's on her periphery and he doesn't need to be seen. And that's why the painting reminded me of us.
Are you coming?
Nah, I have some things to look at.
Man sits in recliner, talking on the phone. He is lit by a solitary spotlight. He is speaking with his mother, who is at a sink washing dishes while on the phone. She, too, is under a single spot. Others sit on stage as well, but are not lit at this time.
Don't you dare lie to me, young man.
Mother, I'm 36 years old. Please don't call me young man.
Are you coming up for Christmas or aren't you?
Well, as of right now, yes.
I'm going to tell your father that you'll be here then.
Oh, okay, Ma, but that may change.
Will you break your father's heart if you don't come home for Christmas, to say nothing of my feelings? Don't you care about your own dear parents' feelings? You know we won't be around much longer. This could be our family's last Christmas together.
I'm sorry, Ma. It's just things might change. A lot might change in the next 8 months. Could I let you know for sure, like a little closer to the holidays? August, maybe?
Well, all right, Stephen, but no later than that. You know your father can't stand it when you drop in without any notice like last time.
I called a month in advance.
There is an audible beep on the line.
Oh, Stephen, I have another call. Can you hold?
Sure.
Hello? Bookie, darling, I can't hear you. Bookie, what are you saying there?
I show you, Martha, with $100 on Fragile Wish to win, place, or show at 14-1 odds in the third race at the Downs. Can you hear me now, Martha? Before I can allow you to place this bet, Martha, there's something I should let you know. That horse broke its leg on warm-ups this morning and was shot less than an hour ago.
Oh, dear.
So, would you like to change your bet?
I don't think so.
Martha, just think about it, okay? I'll call you back in a little bit.
No need to do that. Fragile Wish is my horse. Mm-hmm.
Martha, the horse is dead.
Oh, maybe you better call me back in a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yes. You're still there, dear?
Yes, Mother.
Now, as I was saying, let's see, what was I saying?
Don't worry about it, Ma. I don't want to talk about it anymore anyway.
Oh, that's right. I do think it's time for you to settle down, find yourself a good wife and, have kids.
What?
Oh, like I was saying before, you should get yourself married.
That's not what we were talking about, Mom. We were discussing Christmas.
Oh, well, bring the kids and the wife along. It'll be a lovely holiday.
Mom, I don't have a wife or kids.
No? Oh, well, then bring your dog.
I don't have a dog either.
Oh, well, then bring your...
Mother!
Hold on. Oh, Stephen, another call. Hold on. Hello?
Mrs. Martha Dobson?
Yes?
Mrs. Dobson, I'm calling from the Dear Sweet Jesus Our Savior Retirement Village.
Yes?
It's your husband, Mrs. Dobson.
Well, what is?
What?
What is my husband?
Well, I'm afraid I don't understand your question, Mrs. Dobson.
Well, and I somehow have lost the script somewhere. And if you can just give me just a moment to find it, we can continue with it. What is wrong with my husband, dearie?
I'm afraid I don't understand your question, Mrs. Dobson.
Well, now
if you give me a moment...
Yes,
I can send you this.
That would be just delightful. It is just disappeared into thin air. You know how it goes. Oh,
not a problem.
Sakes alive! Goodness gracious.
Mrs. Dobson, I've sent you a message.
You sent me a message. Oh, it's a message. Is it a message in a bottle? know that song.
No, Mrs. Dobson.
Don't you? Oh, my goodness sakes. Oh, yes. Oh,
Mrs. Dobson, we were talking about your husband, and I didn't understand your question.
Well, I don't know where you sent. Darling, where did you send it? Where?
All right. Let's pause for a second. Okay, so the script is in the
Oh.
Mrs. Martha Dobson?
Yes?
Mrs. Dobson, I'm calling from the Dear Sweet Jesus Our Savior Retirement Village.
Yes?
It's your husband, Mrs. Dobson.
What is?
What?
What is my husband?
Well, Well, I'm afraid I don't understand your question, Mrs. Dobson.
Oh, my goodness. Can you hold on, dear? My son's on the other line. Yes.
What?
Stephen, are you there?
Yes, Mother.
Well, it's your father.
What?
On the other line, it's your father.
He's on the phone? That's terrific, Ma. How is he feeling? When did he come to? Did the doctor say anything? Is he going to be okay? Is there any risk of a relapse? How long could it take for him to recover?
What?
Dad, is he okay?
I don't know.
Well, what did he say?
Probably nothing. He's in a coma, you know.
But you just
pick
said...
Pick a number 1 through 5.
Mom, Dad, he's...
Pick a number, Stephen.
4. What about Dad?
Thanks, Stephen. Hold on.
Wait.
Ow!
Oh, hello?
Hello? Mrs. Dobson, it's your husband.
Now, miss, who are you trying to fool? I can tell you're not even a man.
But
All bets taken here.
Hello, young man. Martha Dobson here.
Martha, good. I was just about to call you. I got a great tip on Footnote in the 3rd. He's 7-2, and they say he's a sure thing. So, 100 on Footnote?
No, I don't think so. I like Comes the Day in the 3rd. Yeah.
Comes the Day. He's 100-1. You really won't have a chance with that one. You'd have better luck leaving your money on the dead horse and hoping for a resurrection.
Oh, there's a horse named Resurrection. I'll do it. Leave my bet as is then.
But Martha.
Bye-bye. Stephen.
Yes, I'm still here.
Well, I'm hoping for Resurrection.
What?
But the man on the other line said it was the best option.
Is he dead?
Yes. I do believe he's been dead for some time now.
Oh my God. Dad. I'm so sorry. I know I wasn't the best son. I never learned to do things the way you wanted. I'm so sorry. Please don't be dead. Oh God. Why, Dad? He was such a good man. Can I do something about this? What can I do? Oh, no. Mom, you still there? Are you okay? Is there anything I could do?
Well, you could say that you're coming for Christmas.
I will, but Ma, what about the funeral?
Oh, I don't think there's going to be one.
What?
Well, he was just Stephen, hold on. Another call. Hello?
Ma'am, this is the nurse from Dear Sweet Jesus Retirement, Our Savior Retirement Village. I'm calling to let you know that your husband has developed a new condition in which it is believed that there is a chance that he may awaken if we change his medication. With this new condition, it will also be necessary to stop giving him his current meds. If this treatment is not terminated, there is a good chance that your husband will die.
Oh, dear.
So, can I put you down that you told me to alter medication as needed and to terminate his current meds immediately?
Oh, I don't think so.
But Mrs. Dobson, if you don't, your husband will die.
I'm under good advice to leave everything as is and hope for resurrection.
Mrs. Dobson, I really don't think that's a good idea.
Sure it is. Better than 100 to 1. Bye. Stephen?
How are you holding up, Ma?
I'm fine now, darling.
So, why no funeral? Is that what he wanted?
Is that what who wanted?
Dad!
Oh, no, Stephen. We've been over this 100 times. Your father wants a beautiful service with a Lutheran minister and all his old friends from the SS Quarter, and music played on a huge pipe organ. Everything beautiful, but let's not talk about it.
We have to talk about it. He's dead.
Who is?
Dad!
Your father's dead?
Yes!
Oh, dear. I must. Oh, no, Stephen. I killed him. The nurse said, she said this might happen. I live it. Stanley! I miss you so much already.
Mom, stay right where you are. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Hello?
Martha, I've got great news. I couldn't take that resurrection stuff seriously, so I put it all on Comes the Day, just like you asked. And he won! Comes the Day was your lucky day. Martha, you're rich.
But he's dead. He's dead.
Martha, that was 2 hours ago. I thought you'd be over it by now. He was just a horse.
He was my husband.
Martha? What? Martha, are you okay? Come on now, Martha. Must just be the shock of winning. Got you all upset. It is a lot of money. $10,000.
10,000?
Yes.
Well, that's not too bad.
No, so I'll see you in a few minutes then, huh?
I'll be right there. This is a lucky day. Oh.
She's not answering, Doctor. I guess all we can do is hope for resurrection, too.